We're halfway through these playoffs and only 4 teams remain standing. With how unpredictable each series has been, it feels as if these playoffs have really set us up for a unique and interesting Final Four. And oh god damn it, I hate reruns. Well, at least this time we've got some semblance of an idea as to how each of these series will play out. In the case of Carolina and Florida, this series did pan out differently from their last meeting. For Carolina, however, different doesn't mean better. I mean, sure, they won a game this time and ended their 15-game conference finals losing streak, but even then, I still wouldn't call this series competitive. I mean, even though they were swept in their last meeting and Brindamore had his famous quote, I'd still consider that to be a closer series. At least each of those games were only decided by 1 goal. This time out, the Hurricanes got their backs blown out in the first 3 games before finally deciding that they should try and put up a fight and, shooting the goddamn puck. But by that point, they'd been bullied so hard that they couldn't score their way out of the metaphorical locker the Panthers had shoved them in. For Florida, however, they showed up in a big way in this series, proving that their struggles early on in the series against the Leafs was a fluke as they comfortably moved on to their 3rd straight finals appearance, looking about as dominant as we expected them to be. Injuries be damned, they find a way to beat their opponent's ass and take their soul with them. And before I move on, I just want to say briefly, Bennett is very good. $10 million good, he is not. Before we head on over to the Western Conference Finals, let's take a step back from the playoffs to take a quick look around and see how the rest of the hockey world is getting on. The Islanders are having the time of their lives, with the first overall pick, Blue gone, Darshin, the prospects starting to emerge. I really like what I see with them going forward. Vancouver, on the other hand, is in the 7th circle of hell. Whether they get out of it or not, who knows. The coaching carousel continues on undisturbed, now with post-hiring apologies. Brendan Shanahan is gone, but that's a shock to nobody. It's your circus now, Brad. The Frost win and women's hockey loses, and don't cheer for Ottawa hockey teams, guys. It's not worth it. The US win gold for the first time since the Depression. Wait, actually? 92 years. Really? And fellas, it's Denmark. Fellas, it's Denmark. Fellas, it's Denmark! Oh, this program's a mess. But that's honestly a video all on its own. Now back to our regularly scheduled recapping. I want to regale you with a story. As you may or may not know, and as I've already alluded to, I am a Sens fan. And over the last few years, I've had the honor of watching, I've been privileged to watch, I've had the pleasure, I watched Anton Forsberg. Throughout his time in Ottawa, he's been up and down, this past year especially so. While he rounded into form towards the end of the year, to start it off, it was pretty good or pretty ugly. Now, while 2 shutouts against Utah and Seattle does look pretty good, he only finished 1 other game with an above 900 save percentage for the first 3 months. His first win above 900 didn't come until January. I tell you this not because it's an interesting story, but because Stuart Skinner has been that dialed up to 11. To start these playoffs, he was borderline unplayable. He lost the crease to Pickard after games 1 and 2 against LA, and when he was forced back into action due to injuries, he pulled the same damn shit again. He had an .817 save percentage through his first 3 starts, and I haven't even mentioned the fact that he let in 2 game winners with less than a minute to go. Since then, however, nigh unbeatable. 2 shutouts, just a little over a goal against per game, and a 2nd straight trip to the finals booked. Skinner has found his mojo again, and he did it at the perfect time. But he didn't do it all on his own, because as you've probably heard, as I've said before, and as I'll continue to say, the Oilers' depth is finally coming up large. 7 players with at least 5 goals, and 7 players with at least 10 points. Hell, it doesn't even matter if Hyman got hurt, because Jeff Skinner can come in and score his first career playoff goal, because why the hell not? Connor and Leon no longer have to carry this team all on their own, but it doesn't hurt that they're doing it anyways. Especially after last year, this team only has 1 goal in mind, and something tells me they're going to do whatever it takes to get it. So now the finals are set, and of course we're getting a motherfucking rematch because truthfully that's what we deserve. But if last year's anything to go by, then we are in for one hell of a final series.